That Chanakya was a great communicator. He went to different rajas, and told them, here is a big enemy called Alexander. And remember one thing, Chanakya was not a king. He did not have his own army, and he had to defeat a bigger army, an opponent. So he communicated to everybody. Some people agreed. Some people did not agree. In fact, one king called Dhananand, you saw him? He insulted him and he said, get out. And Dhananand was the most powerful king. He did not support Chanakya because what did he say? I am in Magad. Magad is in modern Bihar now. And the capital of Magad during those days was Patliputra. Now it is Patna. Alexander was coming from Afghanistan. Remember that? And when Chanakya went and communicated a problem, Dhananand did not understand. He said, मेरे राज्य का problem थोड़ी है, वो तो उधर का राज्य का problem है. But Chanakya did not leave. He went to smaller kingdoms and many people joined him. You saw that? Shudrak and all those different kingdoms. So, very good point of communication. In life, if one friend doesn't support you, don't feel bad. Go to the next friend. Go to the next friend. All of you will have lot of ideas, isn't it? मुझे ये करना है, वो करना है. Some friends don't like to support you. फालतू. It's a useless idea. And you'll start feeling bad. You'll start feeling depressed. Don't do that. Go to the next friend. Go to the next friend. And please have a friend circle in which you support each other's ideas and creativity. Remember that, okay? You know what Chanakya says? He wrote a book called Arthashastra, right? In that book he says, never fight a battle alone or never fight an enemy alone. Take your friend along. कभी भी युद्ध अकेले नहीं करते. दोस्तों को साथ में लेके जाओ. So if you have a problem, first is communication. Second way how to handle a problem or a challenge in life is have a friend circle with you. He did not want to save only his little kingdom. He wanted to save the whole country. By the way, which part of India are we currently? Which part of India? Are we in South India now? I think we are in South India. Which part of India are we in? North India. But North India में कौन सा part? We are in which part? We are in Sonipat, right? Now tell me one thing. If there is a problem in Sonipat, if there is a problem, let's say there is some earthquake or maybe some riots or something like that. Do you know how that whole challenge of this particular place is managed? The first people who will come to manage the challenge, let's say there is a small earthquake, just imagine, or there is a riot. The first thing that will be taken care is by the local police, isn't it? The policeman will come and then he will handle it. But sometimes the problem is so big that the police will inform the police station and a bigger police team will come, isn't it? If one Havaldar, one constable cannot handle that problem, then what he will do? He will call a group of policemen. Sometimes what happens, the problem is so big that they will call police from other parts. Have you known that police has something called as reserve police also? You should study the administration. So they can get thousands of policemen. Now think about it, that if your police department is not able to solve the problem, do you know what they do? They call the army. And they will not tell, you know, अभी हमारे North India में we have a problem, therefore South Indian army will not come. Do they say like that? So very beautiful point. Chanakya was looking at the problem of a nation, not of a kingdom. और एक बात आपको बताता हूं. There is two concepts. One is called Rajya and one is called Rashtra. Okay, remember these two words. One is called Rajya मैं राजा हूं, isn't it? Or Rajya is a kingdom, a small kingdom. During Chanakya's time, there were 16 regional kingdoms, but they are different from each other. Like we have many states in India, right? We have Maharashtra, we have Punjab, we have Haryana, we have West Bengal, we have Jammu and Kashmir. But those are states, and each of the states is led by a chief minister and a governor, isn't it? Governor is the first head of the state, supported by a chief minister. Like in India, at the top level, we have the president and the prime minister, isn't it? So when there is a problem, you cannot tell it's a North Indian problem. It's a national problem, isn't it true? So Chanakya understood it, that Alexander is coming to defeat Punjab. He was not coming to Magad. But Chanakya went all over India and he said, listen, all of you are thinking like Rajya. All of you should be thinking like Rashtra. Do we ever take saying that, I am committed to North India? We are not a North Indian citizen, we are an Indian citizen, isn't it true? Remember, all of us, whichever part of India we may come from, when you go abroad, you will have an Indian passport, isn't it true? The color of the Indian passport is blue, navy blue, okay? Outside India, nobody recognizes you like, North Indian passport will have yellow color because it's a nice color, yellow, nice color. We all have to understand that Chanakya realized all of us want to fight for our little place. He was the first person who introduced the concept of a nation. Nation is always bigger than a kingdom. Rajya se Rashtra bada hota hai. This story of Chanakya is 2400 years ago. 2400 साल पहले 4th century BC में हुई थी. Modern day में भी ये हुआ है. Do you know when Britishers were ruling India, how many kingdoms we had? 550 princely states. You remember that? छोटे-छोटे राजघराने थे. And there is one person who took the lead and united everything into one nation. Britishers never created a nation. Britishers were ruling 550 princely states called as India. And who was that person who united India? Sardar Vallabhbhai. So when Britishers were leaving India, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel's biggest challenge was to make all the Rajas think like a Rashtra. You remember that? And Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel went, all of you study history, and they made them united into one country called India. The department made India into states. But remember, that is an administrative model. But we are one nation. The same Indian army will go to Jharkhand and the Himalayas when there is a landslide, isn't it? And the same Indian army will go to South India or to North India or East India or West India depending on the problem. And the army never says, I am from Maharashtra. Even though there is a Maharashtra battalion, there is a Rajput, isn't it? Anybody has got relatives, family, friends in the army? Uncles, aunts. They're very, very proud. They say, I am from Rajput regiment. Have you seen that? I am from this regiment. I am from Maratha regiment. I am from this regiment. But what is very important is that they always say one common word. It is called Jai Hind. So Rajput regiment is a different unit of the same Indian army. So when you have an outside enemy, don't think like Rajya, think like Rashtra. And that's the life lesson, that never ever make yourself think like a small state, one unit from one community. No, हमारे से बड़ा राष्ट्र होता है. Clear? Yes. When you do your PhD, it's called Viva OC. It's a presentation. So there will be scholars sitting, teachers sitting and asking you questions. It happens, right? So you are doing a presentation. So the real scholars were asking the young teenage boys sitting over there different questions, and they were answering. So one of the questions they asked is that what makes you a great leader, in a different way. So he was answering different questions. So one of the questions he asked was, सबसे बड़ा शत्रु कौन? सबसे बड़ा शत्रु कौन सा है? अहंकार, ego. I am number one. Other person is useless. सबसे बड़ा शत्रु, the biggest enemy is not outside, the biggest enemy is inside, etc., etc. But what happens is that students sometimes get afraid of very powerful people. So there is this particular king called Dhananand, the bad king, you remember? And he insults him. And Chanakya, the teacher, was sitting there quietly listening. And he said, the king doesn't respect knowledge, so I better go away. सोचा था पाटलिपुत्र में आके I will listen to some philosophical discussions and the king should appreciate. You know, in the olden days, the kings were also wise people and they like to connect with other wise people. And then he left. But Dhananand insulted him and he said, you think I'm an ordinary teacher? I will show you that the teacher is bigger than the king. मैं अपने students लोग का निर्माण कर लूंगा. And then he comes out and the last scene he chooses one student. What is his name? Chandragupta. And the last discussion he says to Chandragupta, कल से तुम्हारा द्वितीय जन्म होगा चंद्रगुप्त. That means tomorrow morning onwards, I will teach you Raja Vidya. I will teach you what? And I will give all my knowledge to you. And finally, one day, you will replace Dhananand. And that is what happened. So remember one thing, teachers are not ordinary. And if you get a great teacher, he or she, learn from them, okay? And you will become successful in life. I want all of you to understand one thing. Today, if you look at our age group, it is all teenagers. But remember, second life lesson. First is about unity, about friends. The second life lesson is about teachers. Teachers will come to you in different phases of your life, in different forms. I told you mother is also a teacher, father is also a teacher. Teacher in schools and colleges, guests are also teacher. But remember one thing, when you go out of schools and colleges, you will find different teachers from different fields. For example, if somebody decides to start their business, isn't it? Don't think that, by doing some course you will become a businessman or a businesswoman. You will require a business guru, isn't it? That person will teach you. Somebody wants to become a sports person, isn't it? So that sports person will require a sports coach. Somebody wants to go into maybe animation industry or develop a technology company. You think you can do it alone? No, you require a guru. And remember, never ever disrespect any guru, even if he is not your guru. For example, if you want to be a sports person, you have a sports guru, but your friend wants to become a businesswoman. She has got a business guru. Now, your guru is a sports guru, your friend's guru is a business guru, right? You should respect that person also. He may not or she may not be your direct teacher. So let me ask you, in schools, you have your own class teachers, you have various teachers, and there will be some teachers who will not be teaching you, isn't it? They may be teaching higher standards or they may be in a different division. But do you also respect the other teacher? No, mera teacher nahi. Do you ever compare? My teacher is better than your teacher. Never do that. Okay, never do that, because teachers cannot be compared. they have different style of teaching, they have different style of presentations. Remember, this thing you should also apply with your first teacher, your mother. Lot of people say that this is my mother, right? But the other person is also mother of somebody else, isn't it? And somebody else is the mother of somebody else. So you should respect your mother, but you should also respect motherhood in all mothers. मेरी मम्मी तेरी मम्मी से अच्छी है. That cannot be done. My teacher is better than your teacher. That cannot be done. Yes, your love to your mother will always be unique because you can't replace your mother, isn't it? But what is important, at least respect that she is also a mother of somebody else. Clear? So motherhood should be respected along with your own mother. In the same way, all teachers should be respected. If you don't respect all teachers, it is not good. Of course, you should actually respect your teacher directly, but other teachers in other schools, in other places of life. And I want to tell you a secret. You know, I have written many books and I've been very popularly traveling across the globe. So when I go to a different country, different university, I may go for 2 days. But you know what? I go and respect all teachers in that university. And they get very surprised. Are you are not my student. Well, yes, I am not your student, but I want to be a learner from you. So if you are a sports person, you can learn from a business guru also. Maybe tomorrow you will start a sports management company. So second lesson, never ever disrespect a teacher. And secondly, respect your teacher along with all teachers of all fields. Clear? Chandragupta Maurya was a student, but Chanakya had many students in his class. He was a great teacher. What happened is that when Dhananand insulted him and Alexander was coming into India, Chanakya made an idea, a strategy. He made an army of his own students. अभी हर जगह जाके आर्मी को बोल रहे ना, ओ राजा गिव योर आर्मी, ओ राजा गिव योर आर्मी, यूनाइटेड वी फाइट अगेंस्ट अलेक्जेंडर. But Chanakya created an army of his own students, and they were all teenagers of your age group. But I want to tell you that Chanakya was a smart teacher. He knew that teenagers may take up an idea, but they will not stick to that idea. You know what he did? I am going to show you how Chanakya worked with the students along with the family of that student. Do you listen to your teachers or do you listen to your parents? Whom do you listen to more? Some people say, you know, mothers tell me this. हमसे जो नहीं बोला जाता, अगर टीचर बोल दे तो आप सुन लेते, isn't it? And the reverse is also true. जो टीचर नहीं कर सकता वो माँ कर सकती है, जो माँ नहीं कर सकती वो टीचर कर सकता है. Now the thing is that when the student, a teenager was trained, Chanakya trained himself as a teacher, but he also took the help of the mothers to train the children. What is the discussion between Chanakya and that student's mother? There's a teenager boy, you saw him? Did you see the teenager boy? Uski mummy thi, and Chanakya had gone to the house of that student and he was speaking to the mummy. Do you know there is something called as PTA, Parent Teachers Association? Are you aware of this? Your parents come here, right? But in the olden days, parents used to also go to the house of the students. It is not only parents come here. I have students, I go to their houses also. And I'm telling you, when teacher comes to your house, everybody respects the teacher, right? Suppose your class teacher comes to your house, what will you do? Sab theek tak rakhenge. Your mommy will make the best of the food, isn't it true? He'll arrange everything. So, Chanakya visited this young boy, and let me tell you, he was not Chandragupta Maurya. Chanakya worked with each of the students with love, care and respect. So the situation is, Alexander had come and the Greeks. Alexander was a Greek, right? In Sanskrit language, or during those days, it was called Yavan. So the Greeks were invading India, and Chanakya was going to all the different kings. But he said, no, let me create an army of my own students. Of course, Chandragupta Maurya is there, but an army is not about one commander, it's about the whole troop, isn't it? He went to each of the students' house and made sure that he convinced the mother, so that the mother will send the son to the army. You know, there's a saying, everybody wants to be a fighter, but nobody wants the son to join the army. Mera beta mar gaya to. It's only in certain Kshatriya community you will find mother is very proud. Chal beta, ja. And you know what? Chanakya actually convinced the mother, so that the mother is also understanding that your son is going for a higher purpose. Isn't it true? So Chanakya tries this emotionally. You tried for chocolate, and she tried it, and Chanakya tried it for the nation. तो क्या बोली? तू कैसी माँ है? तू कैसी माँ है? That अगर तुझ पे कोई वार करे, somebody attacks you, and your son keeps looking at you, do you think you will be happy? बेटा सामने है और कोई माँ को अटैक करता है. Is it a good scene? So your son wants to join the army to actually beat Alexander, isn't it true? And you are telling him no. Then she feels, you know, chocolate. मैं अच्छी माँ नहीं हूँ, मैं बहुत अच्छी माँ हूँ. तो जा तो उसे ले जा. And remember, the son wants to join the army. वो मम्मी से झगड़ा करता है ना, माँ मुझे जाना है, तो चुप कर, अंदर जा, you get out, you don't know what it is. Mummies are very possessive, you know, about their kids. But last में, when she gets emotional, हाँ, okay, तो ले जा. And Chanakya gives a very dirty smile and says, तू ना बोलती तो भी मैं उसे ले जाता. Isn't it true? He is already convinced. ना बोलती तो भी मैं उसे ले जाता. But I want your blessings. I want your support. I don't want him to be a runaway from the house. You understand this? My dear friends, whatever you do in your house, please, please, please understand, the first thing is to take blessings. You may do a lot of things in your house, because house is where we belong to, right? We sleep there, eat there, we have fun, we have our rooms. But how many of you take daily blessings of your parents and grandparents? Raise your hands, look at the crowd. For all the others, I want you to do one activity. Achha, by the way, how many of you have grandparents in your houses? Good. Some of you are lucky and some of you are not lucky. How many of you have grandparents still alive who may not be staying with you? They may be staying in a different place. Okay. From now onwards, we promise yourself, don't promise me. Every day, if your parents and especially your grandparents are with you, morning when you get up, before you go to school or wherever, before you go out of your house, okay? It could be school, it could be sports, it could be anywhere. First thing is that take the blessings of your parents and grandparents. And for those people who don't have grandparents, every day once speak to them on the phone. Because the grandparents may be away, but you still require their blessings. Will you do that? So, subah utke, when you get ready, just take the blessings, go and take the blessings of the God, and then only move the house. Even if your grandparents are not there with you, speak to them at least once in a day. 5 minutes. Will you do that? Okay. Now, Chanakya says that he may come with me, but there is a problem. What is the problem? You know, teenagers, and when I was a teenager, I also did that. हम लोग जोश में कुछ शुरू कर देते हैं और वो फेल हो गया तो वापिस आ जाते हैं, isn't it? I tried, but what to do? So this young boy wanted to join the army of Chanakya. Remember? He was creating an army led by Chandragupta Maurya. But what was interesting is Chanakya realized that युद्ध में जाने के लिए जोश बहुत है, जब युद्ध के मैदान में लोग भाग जाते हैं उसको बोलते हैं रणछोड़। You know, we have Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna, the greatest warrior, the great person, went to the battlefield and he saw, और बोला मैं नहीं आऊंगा, मैं जा रहा हूं. And then Krishna had to give the whole advice of Bhagavad Gita and tell him, my dear friend, you have to fight, you have to fight. In 18 chapters, 18 lectures he had to give him. अभी ये अपना स्टूडेंट जाता तो है, लेकिन भाग गया तो भाग के किधर आएगा? घर पे आएगा ना. एंड द मदर विल टेल, कहां से आया, भाग के आया, कहां से? रणभूमि से. तू तो बड़े जोश में गया था. यू वेंट इन ए जोश सेइंग दैट मैं झगड़ा करूंगा, लड़ाई करूंगा, भारत माता की जय, एंड तू भारत भाग के आ गया. जा बेटा, वापस जा. तो चाणक्य स्ट्रैटेजिकली क्या किया? फर्स्ट ही इंस्पायर्ड द स्टूडेंट्स, इजंट इट? सो दे वांटेड टू जॉइन द आर्मी. But he made sure that once you join the army, that person should not come back home. You take the blessings of your parents. If you take the blessings of the parents, please understand, whatever you do, that will become successful. My spiritual guru, Swami Chinmayananda, used to tell, there are 3 kinds of people in this world. One who never start doing anything, thinking about the problem. अरे अगर शुरू करेंगे तो ये प्रॉब्लम आएगा, वो प्रॉब्लम आएगा. ही नेवर स्टार्ट्स और शी नेवर स्टार्ट. फर्स्ट कैटेगरी, नेवर स्टार्ट बिकॉज दे थिंक अबाउट द प्रॉब्लम. सेकंड आर इंटरेस्टिंग पीपल. दे स्टार्ट विथ लॉट ऑफ एंथुसियाज्म, बट व्हेन द प्रॉब्लम कम्स दे गो बैक. पहला डोंट स्टार्ट, प्रॉब्लम. दूसरा स्टार्ट एंड द प्रॉब्लम कम्स, दे कम बैक. बट द थर्ड आर द मोस्ट सक्सेसफुल पीपल who start, face all the problems and finally succeed. So remember one thing, never ever get defeated when there are problems on the way. Remember your goal. Okay? So I'm going to tell you a story of a mother, from like this mother, you know. There was a small village and an enemy kingdom attacked that village, and it was in a border state. The enemy was on the other side and they used to keep attacking. One day what happened, the enemies came and the army people announced, we require more young boys to join the army because the enemy is coming and we need. So they started recruiting the teenage boys of that particular village. There was this lady who was a widow. Her husband had died and she had 3 sons. So like this son, the first son, he was discussing with his friends in school and they said, you know, I am going to join the army. So he also decided to go and join the army. दुश्मन के आगे हमको मातृभूमि की रक्षा करनी है. And small village and poor little widow. You know what all the friends of that mother told her? उनको बताया, देखो बहन, हम आपको एडवाइस देते हैं, ये ज्यादा देशभक्ति सब ठीक है, but if your son goes, he may die in the war. Isn't it true? But the mother did not tell anything. The first person went. The first son went. He joined the army, and in that war he died. So the dead body came back home, and all the villagers were there. And then one lady told her, "Bataya tha na? I warned you, don't send your son." She did not tell anything. She was crying. Of course, the son is gone. And looking at that elder son's body, the second son, bade bhaiya mar gaye na? Second son told, I want to join. I also want to go and fight because the war is still going on. And all the ladies told the mother, अभी तो सुन ले, पति गया बहुत साल पहले, बेटा गया, अभी भी उसके सामने लाश पड़ी. अब ये सेकंड जा रहा है, उसको रोक ले. The mother did not tell anything. Second son also joined. He joined, and 2 days time he was also killed, and his body was brought to the house. Again, the whole village gathered. She was nothing. And again the village ladies said, "बोला था ना, पहला गया, दूसरा गया." And looking at that, the third boy said, "बड़े भैया गए, निचले भैया गए, my second brother is gone, I want to join the army. And the ladies could not control themselves. They stopped that son. The बेटा बुढ़ापे में तेरे को माँ का सहारा बनना है, 2 भैया थे, पिताजी गए, कोई नहीं है. And the boy was so, inspired and no, I want to go. I want to be like my brother. All those things. And they told that mother, listen, abhi to sun le. Last hope of your life. And that boy also joined. And in 2 days' time, he was killed and his body was brought. And when he saw the body, finally the mother started crying. She just broke and started crying. Till now she never cried. First son gaya, never cried. Second son gaya, never cried. Third son, she started crying. And all the lady friends came and told her, "Ab kya fayda? What is the point of crying now? You never listen to our advice. Now you are completely gone. First of all, you are a widow, no husband. First son, second son, third son, also brilliant. Such inspiring boys. One of them at least you should have kept. Why are you crying now after loss of 3 sons?" You know what she answered? "I am not crying because my sons have died. I am crying because I don't have a 4th son to send to the army. I don't have a 4th son. I wish I had few more sons." मातृभूमि पे अटैक किया है, मेरा बेटा 3 हमने दिया, लेकिन प्रॉब्लम तो सॉल्व नहीं हुआ ना, दुश्मन तो अभी भी आ रहे हैं, युद्ध तो अभी भी चल रहा है. Of course, finally that whole war got over. And what happened to this lady, The lady was taken care by the whole village. देखो, जब आप राष्ट्र के लिए काम करते हो ना, so don't worry about your personal problems. Your personal problem will be taken by the society. For example, in the army, even today, there is called as Army Wives Association. Are you aware of this? So there is a husband who is in the army. So the wives have a small association, and they know that their husbands are trained to die. Because when you join an army, and if a husband dies, the women take care about themselves. My dear friends, remember, never be afraid of death, especially when it is coming to the nation. And Chanakya was the person who created lot of students who joined the army and fought for the nation. So third life skill, third important lesson of Chanakya for life is, your country is bigger than you and your family. देश से बड़ा कुछ नहीं होता. देश से बड़ा कुछ नहीं होता. So Chanakya is teaching us patriotism. And let me tell you friends, you don't have to join the army and die in that battlefield to show your patriotism. Sometimes you represent a country in a sports event, isn't it? For example, we have an Olympics contingent that goes from our country to represent in an Olympic game, Commonwealth, Asian Games, right? Different. You may be a badminton player, you may be a tennis player, whatever your game. Remember one thing, when you step out of that particular country, your own country, then you are representing your country at the global level, isn't it? So let's say somebody is in the cricket team. So he is representing India in that cricket team, isn't it true? So whatever field, so some of you may be architect in the future, some of you may be sportsmen, businessmen, whatever, artist. But when it come back, they should say you represent the country, देश के लिए काम किया. Okay? I have realized one thing, that all of you are lucky because you know Chanakya and Arthashastra at your age. When I was in school and college at your age, I did not know about Chanakya. And I realized one thing. Chanakya was a teacher, remember that? And he trained children how to defeat any big challenge, be it Himalaya or any other problem. And you know what is that particular thing which he taught the students? How to face and overcome any challenge? Listen carefully. It is called the knowledge of Anvikshiki. How many of you heard about this word? First time, no? I'll do it. I'll repeat it again. The knowledge of Anvikshiki. Can you repeat after me? Anvikshiki. 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 If you want to write, you can write it down. In the book also it is there. Now I'll tell you what is Anvikshiki. It is a combination of two Sanskrit words. It is called Anu and Ikshiki. You know what is Anu means? Atom. Atom is the smallest particle. You must have learned, right? So, atom, and Ikshiki means the one who is searching for a solution. Many times when we have a problem, we think about the problem rather than thinking about the solution. Isn't it true? So I tell you, Anvikshiki is a subject that Chanakya taught students as the first subject in their schools. You know what do we learn as the first subject in school? Alphabets and letters, isn't it? A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, K, K, G. It is okay. But Chanakya says children should be first taught how to think and solve problems. Thinking as a subject, and that subject is called Anvikshiki. I will give you an example. All of you go to doctors, correct? And there are different types of doctors, right? There is a general physician, there is a dentist, etc., right? Now tell me one thing. Why is the doctor a doctor? Why is the doctor, we call him or her as a doctor? He is qualified, isn't it true? They have studied the medical science, isn't it? I can't call myself a doctor. Why? Because I have not studied medicine. A person who has studied a subject is an expert in that subject. But do you know, apart from the knowledge of the medicine, he also knows one special skill. It is Anvikshiki. He may not know it. She may not know it. It is called the process of diagnosis. You know what is the meaning of diagnosis? समझना कि प्रॉब्लम क्या है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आपका पेट दुख रहा है. दैट्स अ प्रॉब्लम. You go to a doctor. You have faith that he's a good doctor, he's a qualified doctor, or she knows how to solve the problem. You know what will happen when you go to the doctor? The doctor will not give you medicine. The doctor will first diagnose the problem. Isn't it true? He or she will tell, okay beta, she will ask you certain questions which is called symptoms. Isn't it? तो आप बोलेंगे डॉक्टर जी पेट दुख रहा है. And the doctor, with her or her medical learning and skill, knows पेट दुख रहा है and this पेट has got various parts. Isn't it? हमारे लिए पेट दुख रहा है. But doctor says there is large intestine, small intestine, there is a liver, there is a kidney. Isn't it true? So what he says, okay beta, कुछ का उल्टा सीधा खाया था क्या? Isn't it? When did you have some food? How is it troubling you? And then he or she will first touch the place, isn't it? Okay, then it will come closer. Oh, acha, don't worry. You will tell the mama, don't worry. It's a normal problem. I think it's some gadbad food, some fast food he has eaten. ठीक हो जाएगा. So give some. But sometimes what happens, the doctor says, oh, it is not a regular thing. I need to think deeper. And then they will tell your mother or father and say, इसका X-ray करा के लेके आओ. Isn't it true? So you do the X-ray. And then they say, oh, there is this problem. Like I remember one of my friends going and said, oh, my friend, इसको kidney stone है. क्या है? So it's a pain not because of eating a wrong food. It is not food poisoning. It is because there is a kidney stone. So the medicine the doctor will give you for a kidney stone is very different when the doctor gives you a medicine for loose motions or maybe for something like a gas infection or food poisoning. So for you, the problem is पेट दुख रहा है, isn't it true? But the doctor does something called as investigation. Isn't it true? And once you find out the problem, you can easily solve it. Are you clear? This process of thinking about any particular problem is actually called anvikshiki. I want all of you, whenever there is a challenge that comes, never get carried away by that problem, but socho. ये क्यों problem है? What is the problem? Why is the problem? And I tell you, once you understand the problem in detail, you will get the solution also. For example, you may be seeing this with your friends. Your own best friend, some days is very irritated and troubled. Have you seen that? सीधा बात नहीं करेंगे. They will do tantrums. Then don't get worried and say, hey, आज तूने मेरे से अच्छा बात नहीं किया. You are my best friend, but you are not speaking to me properly. You should think, my friend, my best friend for so many years, never does like this, isn't it? Today there is something different in her. So don't start blaming her and saying that you didn't wish me happy birthday today. You forgot my birthday today. That is natural. But if you apply anvikshiki, you will start thinking, my best friend, who always remembers my birthday, today doesn't even remember my birthday, and not only that, she's not even looking at me. And you will feel bad. Forgot my birthday, wait. And then why is she like this? Then, pyar se, you start diagnosing the problem like a doctor, isn't it? Acha. I think even during research time, she's not eating the food also. And you offer her, why do you take a little bit from my tiffin box? No, I don't want it. Oh, she's so troubled. She's a foodie girl. She always gets gift for me. She always gets food for me. She's not even bought her food, and she's not even taking my food. That's a problem, right? And slowly you start diagnosing. And then you realize what she's expressing is only a troubled mind, isn't it true? And then you find out actually उसके घर पे उसके मम्मी या बड़ी दीदी के साथ झगड़ा हुआ. Isn't it true? Then he said, oh, okay, simple thing. She's not in a good mood today, right? So you diagnose the problem, and by evening when she's a little bit normal, and then you say, Abhi, are, you did not have your breakfast, you didn't have your lunch, now let's go out today. And then she'll be okay. So sometimes some problems are simple. But sometimes when you diagnose it, you realize, oh my goodness, I know of a case, and it's a real case. A girl came to school and she was very troubled. And the teachers were trying to find out, but she was very quiet sitting. And in the evening they realized actually her grandfather had died. But what happened is that because the parents did not want the child to be at home on that day, they sent her to school. So the parents said, "ठीक है, now grandfather has died," and she was very close to the grandfather, right? And there's some relatives expected to come from different parts. So उन्होंने क्या बोला, अभी ये बेचारी देखेगी. So what they did is that they did not tell her. In the night, the grandfather had expired. So she in the morning realized that there is something abnormal in my house. Everybody is going to that room and I am not allowed in that room. And they're saying, "ना बेटा अभी तुम ना तैयार होके स्कूल चले जाओ." My mother actually packed everything and made me go. She did not allow. So she could sense that there is something wrong. And then somewhere in the back of the mind, she realized that there is something wrong with grandfather and there are so many people in the house. Have you ever come across such situations? And that time you realize if you have a friend who is coming from that troubled state of mind, please understand the problem is not going to get solved by evening. Sometimes when you lose a very near and dear ones, you'd be surprised. Psychologists, child psychologists have told, sometimes it takes 25 years to come out of that problem. Do you know this? So when somebody is troubled and that girl has forgotten your birthday, don't start thinking about yourself. Think about that problem. They say if somebody who is very near and dear to you is lost, it takes minimum 2 years to come out of that problem. Do you know this? 25 years is extreme. was a very near and dear person. And remember one thing, grandparents and grandchildren are always close to each other, isn't it? Why are the grandparents and the grandchildren close to each other? Because they have a common enemy in between. जो मम्मी पापा नहीं करते वो हम ग्रैंडपेरेंट्स से करा के लेते हैं ना, चॉकलेट मम्मी नहीं देगी तो दादा दादी दे देंगे. Imagine losing your dada or dadi. That's a very, very, very difficult acceptance, isn't it true? So my dear friends, I want to stop here by telling you something, that if you see problems around, try to understand the problem, think about the problem, and don't add to the problem, rather solve the problem. If your friend is troubled, don't trouble him or her more. आप समझ रहे हैं? अगर कोई ट्रबल्ड है तो उसको और परेशान मत करो, उसको और प्यार से समझो, because that friend needs you, isn't it true? I'm reading a wonderful book. It is called Sapiens. Homo sapiens, the human beings. And the scientist has told that we human beings always have to live in groups. We need each other. We require our friends. We require our families. और आपको पता है, the scientists say the biggest punishment you can give to human beings, children, teenagers, even elders, is to isolate them. उनको एक रूम में बंद कर दो. It is the biggest torture, isn't it true? We require family and friends along with us. We cannot live alone. So if somebody is living alone and there is a trouble, please understand that person requires your help. So when people die, you see everybody coming together. Therefore, even in your class, if there is one student who has failed in the class, and suppose you are number one in the class, I am number one that's failed. So you are very happy, right? And that one person doesn't know how to speak because he or she has failed in the class. What should be your attitude? Celebrate? Of course you should celebrate. But then go to the child, go to your friend and say, listen, I understand, but I will help you pass the exam next time. Therefore, if your parents tell you, तुमको room में हम लोग अलग रख देंगे. Even for criminals, if somebody जो चोरी करते हैं, government क्या करते हैं? Prison में डाल देते हैं, isn't it? They're isolated. Isolation is very bad. If there is somebody who is away from the group, please include him or her in the group. Slowly, don't force them. So we human beings, as somebody said, Chanakya's greatest lesson was that we all should be united. We should never solve a problem alone. We should always solve a problem together. And how to think about the problem and solve the problem, that is called Anvikshiki. So friends, what is the final lesson, life lesson from Chanakya? Work for your country. राष्ट्र का निर्माण करना है. Okay? So wherever you go, whatever you do, remember, you should be proud to be an Indian. And we should work on our Indian culture and promote it very proudly. But before that, study the Indian culture. And remember, I give you one example. Start with your family. Please spend your time with your family, especially with your grandparents. Every day, spend at least 1 hour with them. If they are not there with you, speak to them. And wherever you get an opportunity, please go and meet them or call them. And then you will understand and respect our culture and will be great people. Thank you so much.